Hi and welcome back to Scrappy Happy. I'm here today to do another video of a junk journal that I have done, and it is a single signature junk journal, and it is 7.5 by 5.5, and it is fabric covered, and I've used some ribbon and wrapped it around. It has been coffee dyed for the closure, and added 2 pearls to the end of that. It's quite a chunky junk journal. I've used plenty of lace throughout it. I have coffee dyed the fabric on the front of the junk journal and stamped a teacup image. And on the teacup image it says you're my cup of tea, and it has been stamped in some brown ink, and then I have used embroidery around the edges of it. So here is the first page of the junk journal, and here is a pocket that I've created with a free printable off Pinterest, and you'll see a lot of these images throughout, and it is like afternoon tea themed junk journal. And then on the second page I have done some stamping and created a tab, as you can see on the side, and that is just a die cut circle through my die cutting machine, and then used my punch to punch out into that shape. There's plenty of tutorials here on YouTube. Some more lace that I've gathered up and put through my sewing machine, and then a top loading tuck spot, banner tuck spot, and that just houses a library card junk journal, ephemera piece, sorry. And here is a little money envelope that I've just distressed, and that's a stamped image that I coloured up with my markers, alcohol markers, and attached it on there with a staple and put some eyelash trim at the back to add extra dimension. Here again another free printable off Pinterest. And then here on this page is just a scrap piece of paper, and then you can see there like a gold shimmer. I've sprayed it with my gold shimmer in ink. Then here is just a little baggie that I added in, and added just some scrap piece of paper for extra for journaling opportunities, sorry. That just folds up and tucks away in there. Then you can see on this page I created a corner tuck spot with scrap pieces of paper inked and distressed. It's a piece of ephemera. Then you can see there is a butterfly applique which I've just backed on again with some eyelash trim at the back of it. I've used a lot of them throughout this junk journal. Some more stamping and a doilied tuck spot, and that goes onto the other side as well, as you'll see. Excuse me. Another piece of ephemera, and I do think this one is actually TSUNAMIROSE, but I could be wrong, so I shall check. And then here is a scrap piece of fabric paper. I just stamped some macaroons on. Some greaseproof paper, just been distressed, and stamped image on there. And then this here is a tuck spot. And it's an envelope tuck spot. This is the flap of the envelope I've glued onto one side. I made these envelopes myself. Then on this side I added some lace and this butterfly piece. And then on this side again I have used a stamp, and it is some teacups. And then here is one of those, I don't know really what to call them, but if you want a tutorial on how to do them, they're very simple. I can always do one of them. Some more spritzed pages, some more stamps. Another envelope what houses another journaling piece of ephemera. And then this is one of those full takeout pieces of I don't know really what to call them. You could take that out and journal in it throughout the day, and then put it back in after you come home if you didn't want to take the full journal with you. If you wanted to write little to-do lists on them pieces of scrap paper, you could do that. They're very easy to just make. You just slot them in. Another one of those baggies. And then here is a tuck spot, a double tuck spot. This is made through an envelope that's folded in half and distressed. There's plenty of tutorials. I think I followed one of Yvonne here on YouTube. I shall link her YouTube channel in the description box. Go ahead and check out her tutorial. She does a lot of tutorials for junk journals because that's mainly her craft, is junk journals. And then this is the centre of the junk journal, and I have just glued the pages together to create a massive tuck spot, and then folded one of the pages over and stamped on it. That houses 2 pieces of ephemera. Then here I have made myself a little goodie bag, and that's out of some greaseproof paper, just folded up and then stuck it down, and then stuck a beautiful lace applique onto that with some flat back pearl on top of it in the centre. Then another piece of scrap paper here, and that is got a bit of lace attached onto it, so you can tuck in some tickets or whatever you wanted to in there, some more pretty lace. Again, I have left that bit open there as well, so you can tuck pieces of ephemera in there for yourself. And then another envelope what opens up and houses extra pieces of ephemera. And then here is just a tuck spot that I created myself with some scrap paper. Then just stuck some lace on. That's another one of those free printables, as you can see. They're all fairly similar. Then another tuck spot goodie bag thing I have created with some greaseproof paper, and I used a die cut image of a teacup there and put it on some lace as if to create like a tea cloth effect there almost. Some more lace and some more distressed pages. Another envelope double tuck spot, which is just housing a little envelope there, money envelope, which you can just slot pieces of tickets in or whatnot. That's a fun thing about creating junk journals. You tend to use a lot of your scrap pieces up. They don't require a lot of gluing like scrapbooks do. You glue pages down and glue pieces of paper down and stuff like that. These don't really require a lot of glue, so they are quite fun to make. I find them a lot cheaper than making scrapbooks. Again, here is one of those pull-outs that you can use as like a little notebook yourself if you wanted to take it out. Then on the opposite page I have stuck down some lace and then left the top bit open so it acts as a pocket. And I must apologise first of all for these videos. They might seem a bit rushed. It's because I made these videos with the intention of not having a voiceover, just having music over the top of it, but I decided later to add voice over to it because it just explains better what you have done throughout this. Again, there is another envelope I created, and on the opposite side where the flap is as the pocket, I just stuck some burlap on lace and some more ephemera. Here, another one of those free printables again from Pinterest. And if anyone is interested in the free printables from Pinterest, please let me know. I will leave my email in the description box below, and you can email me and I'll do my best to get back to you sending them printables in an attached email. Again, here is one of those money envelopes, just attached one of those butterfly appliques, some more lace gathered up and put through my sewing machine. And that is the back of the junk journal. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe.